Hi. We're having a nice day out today. No snow, no ice. It's all around us, but it's not coming down. It's been crazy here in upstate Pennsylvania. So I decided to do another casting of all my Umu 25 molds. And I still like those ones, even though I've upgraded. Real quick update. These are my new molds that I am casting and selling now. Today is the trial run. I've decided to pour one casting in each mold that I make sure that it is acceptable. Look at this sucker. This is my extra large crystal cluster, if you have seen that. It's very heavy. It's almost 11 ounces. And it was really tough getting the the master out of here. This is 30-year shelf life. You can't tear it. You can't rip it. It's great stuff. So I'm going to be pouring that today with my new resin. So I'll be letting you know how all that goes. I don't think I'm going to be doing it live, but I am recording it, and then I'll make a video of it. Anyway, real quick, I know I've done this before, but we're going to do it again because I feel like it. So I love these little guys. This one. Little juicy. I don't know why that's okay. I have all these listed on my website. They will all be made with the heavy mold, not this light stuff. This is for crafting. This rips and tears. This does not have a shelf life like this. This is much more expensive to purchase as well. If you saw my first prices, those prices have gone up because of the amount of product that I have to use to make these nicer molds, and that's just the reality of it. So if I'm sorry, but if you don't appreciate my pricing, then you are more than welcome to cast your own. But I am working on the orders that I received already, and I just want to make sure that everything is good. Now this is from this mold. You see, these molds tear. There's a lot of tears in here, and that's what these little things in here that I have to pull out, little teensy pieces of resin. So I have to clean up after that. Now this mold isn't going to tear, and it's from, would be this one, and it's not going to give those effects. But I'm still going to cast once in each mold that I make, just to be sure everybody's getting what they're supposed to be getting. There's another one of my little juicy babies. As you know, I've been doing this for the last 3 to 4 weeks, probably longer, putting up a lot of videos of my casting with the Smooth On products. So I appreciate anyone who's been watching, anyone who's learned anything, and anyone who's now doing the same thing that I'm doing because of my videos. I appreciate that. And if you could give me credit um, for learning from my channel. I'd appreciate the shout out. See how this mold rips? See that? It's just tearing as I'm pulling it out. And that's why when I went to the company, they told me, I didn't know about this, but they told me that this is just for simple crafting. And they said, we'd like you to use one of our other products that has a 30-year shelf life and is much stronger. And he gave me a demo piece here. And he said it doesn't rip and it doesn't tear. He said, this is what we would, recommend that you use. So that's what I'm going to be using. You see on these molds, there's like a little tiny blue spots where I would have to like glue some glitter or glue something to it just to cover that in one of my designs. But yeah, so this is why I switched to the more expensive product. It's stronger and it's more durable. These ones you only get so many pores out of, and then the mold's no good. And, I didn't even realize any of that until they told me that at the company. And now I'm seeing what they mean. Because I think I poured in these 5 times, 6 times now, and the mold's starting to rip apart and tear apart. So, excited to be using an upgraded, better product. See, this one's just going to keep ripping. Even though I had to cut it to get it out, this one was cut. This one wasn't torn. The more I try to pull something out and the more times I use it, it's going to wear out that mold. So it's always better to go with a better product. And I made 16 of those. 2 of them I did not like, so I stopped molding with those 2. So I have actually 14 that I liked, and now what I'm doing is, as you saw, I could only make 5 molds out of the kit that I bought, which was about $35. And so that's why when you see I have them on my website, that's why there was a price increase, because I'm including shipping in that price, and I still haven't shipped these out yet. So I don't know what the shipping's, and those prices are still subject to change depending on how much it's going to cost me. I'm trying to figure out if I'm just going to use the little cardboard box, the smallest mailer that the post office has. So I'm going to be crossing that bridge in the next few days, but I'm still in the process of testing my mold that I've made that have been purchased. This one I really love. And seeing what it looks like. My granddaughter had asked me for a rainbow, the big crystal to be done in a rainbow. And this is this mold. You see the difference? I used a cookie cutter to make this shape, and I decided I wanted to make a more uniform mold. If I'm going to, sell them, I want them to be, just more uniform. And wow, this is solid. This used a lot of product. I was really shocked, and immediately, I had to change what I had on my website just because of that. And then it's going to weigh so much. So I'm not going to, cut myself short. So it's, I'm going to change things accordingly. So once I find out what I can do for shipping on that, we'll see if I still have to change that, the price on that extra large crystal. That's the first one you'll see under silicone molds on my website. and that's lacranchecreations.com. Same name as the channel. All right, so it is more difficult to get this type of mold out of this. I tell you, took me a little while to get it out. So this one I made for my granddaughter. She wanted rainbow colors, and I didn't have all the colors mixed up in the resin, so I thought I'd just put a little glitter on the back and stir it in with a little toothpick, swirling it into the pockets there. And that's what we got for her. So that's what I got for today. Gonna clear out my desk area now, my workshop area here. And the molds have all been washed with soap and water, and they're all ready to go. So I'm going to be casting in them to see how I like the outcome before I ship them out. I want to make sure that, especially this one, I want to be sure, that it's going to be good. So I'm excited. I hope you're excited, and I'm going to be using the new the clear castable epoxy, so I'm excited. I can't wait. Okay, like it if you like it, share it if you want, share it if you don't want. Haha. I appreciate everybody, and I stand for practicing proper PPE. And if that upsets anyone or pisses anyone off, well, you know where to kiss it, right? Have a great day. Make something beautiful.